Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to the Leading Stars ECCE program brought to you by the Ministry of Education. I am Uncle Matthew, and I will help you to get ready for the day. I hope that you had a good breakfast and that you're ready to get started. Now, we have our circle time. We start our day with the national anthem. So, feet together, hands at your side, stand tall, and here we go. 3, 4. Very good. Now we're going to say the national pledge. We'll be saying this together. 3, 4.
I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of my God and my country. I will honor my parents, my teachers, my leaders, and my elders, and those in authority. I will be clean and honest in all my thoughts, my words, and my deeds. I will strive in everything I do to work together with my fellow men of every creed and race for the greater happiness of all and the honor and glory of my country.
Great job. Now I need you to put your hands together, close your eyes, and bow your head for us to say the school prayer. Are you ready? 3, 4.
Praise be to you, Almighty God, Creator of the universe and all that is in it. We thank you, O Father, for the opportunity which you are giving us to increase our knowledge. May your divine grace enable us to study hard and use what we learn for the good of our fellow citizens. We pray that you will free us from selfishness, lust, greed, anger, and hatred. Warm our hearts with love, fill our minds with understanding, and strengthen our will in the face of difficulties. Help us, O Father, to make our beloved country of Trinidad and Tobago the kind of place you want it to be. A place where human dignity is respected, where equal rights are accorded to all citizens, where hard work is encouraged and rewarded, and where you, O God, reign supreme.
It's time for our good morning songs. You ready to go? Let's sing along.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We hope you have a good time today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We hope you have a good time today.
Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? We're here to work and play, so let's start the day. Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? We're here to work and play, so let's start the day. Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
God bless our nation of many varied races. May we possess that common love that binds and makes us one. Let it be known around the world that we can boast of unity and take our pride in our liberty. God bless us of tropic beauty rare, of flaming pointy Anna and shady water, the warm and sparkling waters that wake upon our shores, beat out a tune that seems to tell we take our pride in our liberty. God bless our leaders, give them grace to guide, bestow on them thy judgment wise, to rule all land around, to keep the flag of freedom high, that we may sing most lustily. We take our pride in our liberty. We take our pride in our liberty.
Okay, so we've been standing for a while. It's time to sit down, reach deep into your pockets, take out your listening ears, and prepare for current affairs and story time. Now, you have to listen very carefully because there will be questions after. All right, let's go.
Boys and girls, it's story time with the ECCE division. I am Auntie Mary. Today is a special day in our country. Yes, boys and girls, it's Republic Day. What is Republic Day about? Trinidad and Tobago became a republic on August 1st, 1976. The event is celebrated as a public holiday on September 24th, which is today, because this is the date when the first parliament met under the new Republican Constitution. What it means to be a republic. This simply refers to a government which excludes a monarch. The head of state of Trinidad and Tobago is the president, and we spoke about that yesterday. Currently, it is Her Excellency Paula May Weeks. The head of the government is the Prime Minister, currently Dr. Keith Rowley. The Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago may be awarded to any person, citizen as well as a non-citizen who has rendered distinguished and outstanding service to Trinidad and Tobago. And boys and girls, one day that could be you. There are 5 categories and 13 classes of national awards. The Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, formerly the Trinity Cross Medal of the Order of the Trinity in gold only, the Shakonia Medal in gold, silver and bronze, the Hummingbird Medal in gold, silver and bronze, the Public Service Medal of Merit in gold, silver and bronze, the Medal for the Development of Women in gold, silver and bronze. Boys and girls, I look forward to hearing one day you receive one of those medals. Boys and girls, today you got a lot of information, but this is a holiday, so I will give you some time to sing along with us, and we are going to sing a really lovely song. It's called Trini to the Bone.
Islands in the sun, islands in the fun. Welcome, welcome one and all to the land of death. Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. When it comes to Bacchanal, well, they can't beat we at Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. Look, sweet woman parade abundantly. The brethren, they full of energy. Some people say God is a Trini. Paradise are not convincingly. God gave us a spirit fiery. But nothing in the world will bother we. But look a smart man gone with green money. We still come out and mash up the party. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love up this country. Sweet, sweet TNT. No place in this world I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love up my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can't be good for me.
Boys and girls, remember I told you I will be doing a lot of local stories this week. So we have another story from the Children's Storytelling Caravan. The name of this story is The First Trini on Mars. Andrea the astronaut packed her clothes and her diary. She had to reach the space station at 10:30 a.m. I'm so late, she thought. The gas station was really crowded. But she had been forced to wait in the long line because her car's gas tank was almost empty. Then she had a flat tire, and now bumper to bumper traffic. She had the car's air conditioning on and her windows up because of the heat. On the last stretch of the road, Andrea took a risk. She accelerated deeply and the car shot forward. She was going very fast, faster than the legal limit. Suddenly, a police car swooped in behind her. Then another came from a side road. But Andrea kept speeding towards the space station with the police car's siren howling behind her. As she approached the gates, she grinned. She had 1 minute to spare. Dr. Eric Jeffrey, the space station manager, heard the sirens outside. Wing, wing, wing. He stood in front of the entrance gate, the twirl mustache in his stern face, and the look on his face was scary. Andrea stopped at the gate. She looked in her rearview mirror at the police cars as they had been following her. What's all that noise? Dr. Jeffrey demanded when both cars stopped at the gate. She was speeding, informed the officer. She was late. Dr. Jeffrey answered coolly. This is Andrea, an astronaut who is about to be the first Trini on Mars. I'm sorry, I was focused on the time of the launch, said Andrea. Okay, but don't speed again. You'll get a ticket, said an officer. Thanks, she yelled as she ran towards her room. Her red, white, and black spacesuit was lying on a bed. Dressing quickly, she headed for the spaceship. Once she was seated in the spaceship's control chair, she snapped her seatbelt and a smile spread across her face. She was proud that she is a Trini going on Mars. She flicked the switches and the countdown began. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! The spaceship soared through the sky and pierced the atmosphere. The spacecraft detached from the rocket. It traveled for several weeks on the way to the Big Red Ball. When she finally arrived, Andrea did not hesitate to go exploring. She floated in slow motion above the icy landscape. Soon, she came across a green creature with big eyes. Friendly black eyes and a blue mouth. Arr! She screamed and turned back towards the spaceship. Hello there. I'm friendly. Don't be afraid. He beamed at her. Shocked that he could speak English, she cautiously approached him. Hi, I'm Andrea from Trinidad and Tobago, she said. Pleased to meet you. I wonder if you could help me. I'm lost. I need a GPS. Do you have a spare one? He asked. Why, of course I do. I can give you one to keep, Andrea responded. She pulled one out of her pocket and handed it to him. In return, he gave her a pen. It's a magic pen. It can write any story by itself and can bring drawings to life, he explained. That's amazing. I can draw the flag and plant it on Mars, she said excitedly. She pressed the pen and commanded it to draw the Trinidad and Tobago flag. It lit up and spun around and danced in space, then drew a rectangle and some inner lines. The familiar red, black, and white flag appeared. She reached out to touch it and found that it was real. She gasped, I'll plant it on Mars. When we land there, she told the friendly alien. She took a selfie with the flag and her new friend. There, hovering above freezing Mars. When she was getting ready to return to the spaceship, the alien called his friends to see her off. Eee! He called, and they appeared out of empty space. They waved goodbye to her with their own special pens. When she got back to Trinidad, she used the pen to write down her Mars adventures. Whoa, this is a wonderful story. My question to you. Tell me the colors on the national flag. Yes, if you said red, white, and black, boys and girls, you are correct. Very good. Where was she going? Where was Andrea? You got it right. Where was Andrea going? Yes, she was going to be the first Trini on Mars. Yes, there was some numbers involved here too. Yes, good job. Are you thinking about it? Yes, as she was about to blast off, the spaceship went 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Boys and girls, thank you for listening to another story time with the ECCE division. And remember the name of this story, The First Trini on Mars. Let's sing again. I'm a Trini, Trini.
Welcome, welcome, one and all to the land of pet. Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love up this country. Sweet, sweet TNT. No place in this world I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love up my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can't be good for me. Oh, from Toko to Caroni, oh, Marabal to San Souci, oh, from Scarborough to Cocorit, oh, profiling on Frederick Street. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love up this country. Sweet, sweet TNT. No place in this world I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love up my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can't be good for me.
I hope you listened very carefully. Now you're going to do your individual activities for today. I will be back at 10:45 for stories and rhymes. Have a great activity session. Welcome back to the Leading Stars ECCE program. I hope you enjoyed today's activity. Now we're going to listen to a story. I hope you remember what to do when listening to a story. Do you remember? That's right. Listening ears. Here we go.
Okay, boys and girls, so we are going to have our second story, Anansi. I know you heard about Anansi already. Anansi and the turtle. This story sounds interesting. One day, Anansi the spider picked up some yams from his garden. They were extra beautiful, delicious yams. So he baked them carefully in the fire. Then he sat down to eat them up. Just as Anansi was about to put the first bite in his mouth, he heard a knock on the door. Oh no, thought Anansi, who can that be? He opened the door. There was Turtle, who looked very tired. Turtle said, Anansi, please let me in. I've walked so far today and I'm so tired and hungry. So what could Anansi do but let him in? Anansi was too selfish to share his beautiful, delicious yams with anybody else. So he came up with a nasty plan. Just as Turtle sat down at the table and began to reach for some yams, Anansi yelled at him, Turtle, your hands are all dirty. You can't eat with your hands all dirty. Go wash them. Turtle's hands were really dirty. So he slowly crawled to the river, washed his hands, and then crawled back. But meanwhile, Anansi had started gobbling up the yams. By the time Turtle got back, he saw that the yams were all gone. So you can imagine how Anansi go. Turtle looked at Anansi. Thank you for inviting me to dinner. If you're ever near my house, please come by and let me return the favor, said Turtle. Turtle began crawling slowly away to his house. As time went by, Anansi began to think more and more about how Turtle had promised to feed him a free dinner. So one day, he went down over to Turtle's house. Anansi got to Turtle's house just before dinner time, as the sun was going down over the river. Turtle was lying on a rock in the sun, warming himself up as turtles do. When Turtle saw Anansi, he said, "Hello there, Anansi. Have you come to have dinner with me?" And Anansi said, "Yes, that would be very nice. Thank you." He was getting hungrier and hungrier. So Turtle dived down to the bottom of the river to set the table for dinner and get everything ready. Anansi waited on the rocks by the shore. Soon Turtle swam back up and said, "Oh, Anansi, it's all ready now. Please join me for dinner." And Turtle dived down again and began to eat green leaves he had for dinner. Anansi tried to dive down to the bottom of the river, but he was a spider, not a turtle, and he couldn't dive down that deep. He kept floating back up to the surface again. He tried diving in, but nothing helped. He just could not get down to that dinner. Finally, Anansi had an idea. He put lots of stones in the pocket of his coat, and finally he was heavy enough to sink down to the bottom of the river. How clever he was! He saw Turtle's table full of juicy green leaves and lots of other delicious food. Anansi's mouth was watering. But just as Anansi was reaching for some of that delicious food, Turtle stopped him. "Anansi, surely you're not going to eat dinner with your coat on. That's just not how we do it at my house." Anansi, without thinking, said, "Oh, of course you're right, Turtle. What was I thinking?" He took off his coat, but without the rocks in his pocket to hold him down, Anansi floated right back to the surface of the river again and popped out of the water. Anansi sadly put his head down into the water and watched Turtle eat up all the delicious food. The end. Boys and girls, a lesson for us to learn. See, you must really practice being kind. You must be willing to share. Look at what happened in that story. Yes, look at what happened in the story. Because of what one friend did, when one was hungry, the other did the same. But I won't want you to do that. I want you to practice kindness. Boys and girls, I encourage you to share with those who do not have. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of Storytime.
Trainee, eh, 'cause they love how Trinidad's look, and they like how Trinidad's cook, and they like to hear Trini talk, and they like Trini woman walk, eh, and we make a company, and we make a company. And we make a company. See me, them,
Okay, so that was really good. But let's do it one more time. Are you ready? Let's go. Now we're gonna be having some fun with music, rhymes, and finger plays.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Frère Jacques,
listened very well. It's time for lunch. Before we eat, there's something that we must do. Who knows what it is we should do? That's right, we need to wash our hands with soap before we eat. Remember, lather your hands and wash between your fingers properly. I will be back at 12:30 for recall. Enjoy your lunch. Welcome back, boys and girls, to the Leading Stars ECCE program. I hope you had a delicious lunch. We had a very fun day today. Can you remember what we did? Yes? Well, let's see.
Boys and girls, how was your activity today? Let's talk about your individual activity. You had to construct a national flag. And I know you remember the colors because we were singing about it. What are the colors again? Red, white, and black. I know you were told you can use cloth as well. And for those of you who got your cloth, we are proud of you. But paper would do as well. Once you remember the colors of the national flag, we are happy. Now, boys and girls, I heard you had an opportunity to do a flag dance. I told you, Auntie Mary really loves dancing. So how was that dance? Did you get moving your hands and your feet, even your neck and your head? Did you dance to the Marshall Montano's song, I Love My Country? Let's sing that song. Now, you know Auntie Mary didn't say she could sing, right? She said she could dance. So, let's play that song again and let's have you moving, boys and girls. Yes, let's have you moving and with your flags. Yes, boys and girls, good job. But did you remember the story, the first Trini on Mars? Yes, I love that story. Yes, that was a fabulous story, and in that story, we heard about the colors of the national flag. Yes, I hope you remember, and I want you now to go and tell your friends who was not part of this. Tell them. What about your auntie and your uncles? I want you to tell all of them what are the colors on the national flag. Boys and girls, we are so proud of you, and we are happy that you stayed with us today. Have a great day, boys and girls.
I love the fete and the bacchanal. entertain as a good limbo in my land. In my land. No recipe or delicacy could be the tailor one Dalbury of my nation. And when I put up a kite, I can shiver with sheer delight. As only a true Trini will understand. I love my country. I love my land. I love my society. I love my nation. As a patriotic Trini, I would view with hostility any move to come between me and my country. I love the Puadu and Kalalu, the Maniku and the Cascadoo in my country. I love the Tata drumology, light India for Diwali in my land. I love the moods and the attitudes, the tasty foods and the super dudes of my nation. Wherever I may roam, one good day I would come back home. As only a true Trini will understand. I love my country. I love my land. I love my society. I love my nation. As a patriotic Trini, I would be with hostility any move to come between me and my country.
This is the way we clean our teeth, clean our teeth, clean our teeth. This is the way we clean our teeth every night and morning. This is the way we brush our hair, brush our hair, brush our hair. This is the way we brush our hair every night and morning. This is the way we have our bath, have our bath, have our bath. This is the way we have our bath every night and morning.
Good evening, it was such a lovely day. Good evening,
that's it. We're finished for today. Join me again where we can have another fun-filled day of learning. Have a good afternoon, boys and girls, and stay safe.
Wash your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Wash your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Wash your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Wash your hands. Grab some soap, do-do-do-do-do. Grab some soap, do-do-do-do-do. Grab some soap, do-do-do-do-do. Grab some soap. Rub your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Rub your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Rub your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Rub your hands. Rinse your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Rinse your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Rinse your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Rinse your hands. Dry your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Dry your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Dry your hands, do-do-do-do-do. Dry your hands.
What else can we do?
Cover your sneeze, do-do-do-do-do. Cover your sneeze, do-do-do-do-do. Cover your sneeze, do-do-do-do-do. Cover your sneeze. Cough into your elbow, do-do-do-do-do. Cough into your elbow, do-do-do-do-do. Cough into your elbow, do-do-do-do-do. Cough into your elbow.